no.
Hey, shut the hell up, sound like a siren.
Everyone, this is Chic.
Boo.
When Chic met a man named
Freak
Jay,
says she
says her feelings for him grew very strong, very fast. In fact, Chic says she thought Jay was the one.
Well, that whole thought wrong.
When Chic found out she was pregnant with Jay's baby, Chic says Jay was the one who told her to get an abortion. Now, a year later, Chic says Jay fully denies he's the father of her 2-month-old son, Jalen. How cute is he? And he refuses to help her in any way. Chic says she has no money, no job, can barely afford to feed her son, and still Jay refuses.
Man, you better get off your ass and start putting in some applications.
Listen to this.
I don't work. I don't have anybody. I don't have anything. All I have is a 7-week-old baby. When I was with Jay, he made me feel like we were together, like we were a couple, like we were going to be together. When I was at the hospital and I had my son Jalen and Jay wasn't there, it made me feel so alone, like I was nothing, like he didn't even care, like I was nothing to him.
I mean, you a bum. You ain't got no job or nothing.
Because I can't do it by myself. And
again, that's your own damn fault.
Now, Jay is here with his fiancée, Robin. We're going to talk to both of them a little later.
Another big baby.
Positive, Jay's the father of Jalen.
Yes, I'm positive.
You're
he's a father.
positive of this?
Yes.
No doubt whatsoever?
No doubt in my mind whatsoever.
There's no way I'm the father of Chic's child. Chic is in love with me. That's why she wants me to be the father of her baby. She's just shy and pathetic and then use her for sex. Low sperm count runs in my family. There's no way I'm the father of her child. I've been with my girl for 3 years.
She look like she finna eat that camera.
This is gonna prove the baby is not mine. After that, it's done and over. You're out of my life completely.
This is my man, not yours. Why would he want you when he can have me?
Here they are, Jay and Robin. It's not your son, though, you say?
No.
Why isn't it your son?
At the time she got pregnant, she was sleeping with more than one person. She lied to me.
Who was I sleeping with?
The whole damn block and then some.
Ain't nobody talking to you. I'm talking to him. You don't even know me. You don't even know me.
Why would you say, you were going to send her things for the baby and then didn't do it?
Because it ain't his.
I told her I would try. I had just moved from Chicago back out to Virginia.
Right.
And I was getting reestablished myself. She told me that the baby had came. She told me she, you know what I'm saying, she was living with a dude that was taking care of her.
Away when I was
you
4 months
spoke before I
pregnant.
got out here. I'm out here now. My turn. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
I ain't hushing. I'm not your damn thing.
She told
me.
We're going to find out right now. You're positive it's his child?
Yes.
You say it's not your child. In the case of 2-month-old Jalen, Jay, you are not. Okay, this does not happen too much on this show when we have a subject like this. We have a woman and a man. We have Crystal and Michael.
Boo.
They love each other. They want to be together. Crystal says she's madly in love with her boyfriend. Crystal says that ever since she gave birth to her 1-month-old son, Austin, all she and Michael can think about is getting married and becoming a loving family. But there's one problem, and it's a big problem. Michael says he's torn apart because he had doubts as to whether he's the father of baby Austin, because Crystal and Michael were only, quote, casually dating when she got pregnant.
Yes, I was.
You never, ever strayed on him.
No.
There's no doubt in your mind.
No doubt. He's 100% the father.
And so why is he saying this?
Because we were casually dating and he was seeing other people, and he doesn't trust me or believe me when I tell him that I wasn't.
So when you find out you're pregnant, are the two of you together? I mean...
No. We had mutually agreed that we weren't going to see each other anymore.
What brought it together? The fact that you were pregnant? And he was there all through the pregnancy? After 4.5 months?
Mm-hmm.
When did he tell you he had Downs? After the baby was born or while you were pregnant?
After the baby was born.
Making love to the break of dawn. Me and you to the baby's born. Till my baby's born.
Yes, he's attached, and he's really good. He does everything from changing diapers to making him bottles and feeding him.
Right.
But I know that they could have a stronger bond, him knowing that he is the father.
Right. And Crystal says because Michael was dating other women, he thinks she was with other guys. But Crystal swears she was faithful to Michael.
She going straight to
You were
hell.
faithful to him.
Yes, I was.
You never, ever strayed on him.
No.
There's no doubt in your mind.
No doubt. He's 100%
Bruh, stop
the
fucking
father.
lying.
I love Crystal and I want to be with her. But if I find out Austin's not mine, I think things could change. The reason why I have doubts is because when we were seeing each other at the time, I don't know if she was with anybody else. And we weren't 100% committed to each other. These test results are going to change my life forever. And I don't want it to be a bad thing.
You ready for this? You ready for this? Huh? And let's all hope. I think everybody's hoping that it's going to turn out right. And we're going to have a loving couple here. Family of 3. When it comes to 1-month-old Austin, Michael, you are not.
Use a hoe.
Michael, please.
Please get away from me.
Michael, please.
I can't deal with this.
I can't either. I need to get now.
Crystal, I can't take this in.
Michael, please.
I can't take this in.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone welcome Jasmine to the Maury Show.
Boo.
Now, when Jasmine began dating her co-worker Ali, she thought she was starting a romance with a responsible, hardworking man. But unfortunately, when Jasmine informed Ali she was pregnant with her now 10-month-old daughter, Mackenzie, how cute is she? Ali clocked out of the relationship, started to deny that he was baby Mackenzie's father. Obviously, it's a very emotional time for Jasmine because she's always had dreams about having a baby and being a mother. What has this guy missed out on?
Maury, he missed out on so much. He didn't come to the doctor's office with me. He missed out on everything in her life. He didn't call me. He didn't text me. He acted like I didn't even exist to him.
Okay. So you say you dated Ali for 3 months.
Yes, sir.
He says it was about a month.
He's a liar, Maury. All he do is lie. He's a habitual liar.
That's not my baby.
Boy, stop. Stop playing with yourself.
His main reasons for denying this child, you know what they are?
What are they, Maury?
That you were messing around with all the people who you were
Well, if I
working
messed
with.
around with everybody, Maury, I dug his daddy up and him too.
He has another co-worker here, Matthew, okay? Now, you're Facebook friends with him, aren't you?
Yes, Maury.
Yeah, but he says you were messing around with all these people.
Maury, if I mess around with everybody, I mess with him too because he's been sliding in my DM, sending me pictures of
Hey, you been sliding my DM though. So you ain't been in my DM? So you ain't been hitting me? All right.
Boy, stop.
Matthew,
I'm just saying.
Matthew,
Why are you even here?
did she have a reputation at work?
A big reputation at work, sir.
Lies.
Wait,
Lies.
so you ain't been sleeping with like half the office?
I did
so
not.
you ain't hit my phone? So you ain't hit my phone? Why my phone there. Bring the text messages out.
Okay, break them out.
Yeah, bring them out. All right,
Break them
man,
out.
whatever, man. Because we already know the truth, though. That's why I came here today from a man right there, though. All right.
Yo, man, he don't have no friends. He ain't loyal to nobody.
He got one today.
How you gonna be loyal to you? He ain't even loyal to his own child.
What you mean?
Boy, stop.
Whatever, man.
I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. You are not. Boy, stop.
Matthew, did you say you were in a relationship with her?
I was never in a relationship with her. We were only together, we probably was sleeping around about a month.
Did she have a reputation on the job?
Sleeping around? Yeah, that did not look like me.
Where that nose come from? Look at mine, stupid. Look.
When it comes to 10-month-old Mackenzie, Ali, you are not. Welcome Shante to the show.
Boo. What the fuck?
Shante says she is drowning in a sea of betrayal. 4 months ago, Shantae's ex-boyfriend Brian began denying that he is the father of Shantae's 7-month-old daughter Shannon. Now, this sudden change of heart took place when a man named Daquan told Brian that he witnessed Shantae with 3 other men around the time she got pregnant. And this guy, Daquan, is Shantae's own brother.
Shantae, I love you. I always will. But what you're doing is wrong. Brian is not Shane's father, and you know it. You slept with at least 3 other men around the time you got pregnant.
Add 2
I know
zeros
you want
to
your
that.
daughter to have the father that we never had, but this is not the way to do it. It's time to be honest with yourself and with Brian.
When it comes to 7-month-old Shannon, Brian, you are not. Shante, it's okay. All right? It's okay. It happens. All right? Shante. Look, this is your sister, okay?
You know I love you, man.
Okay.
You know I love you. I'm gonna always love you. I'm gonna still be here and I'm gonna take care of my niece like I've been doing. We gonna, trust me, we gonna get through this. I'm your big brother. I'm only being tough on you because I love you, man. You know we here by ourselves. I love you. I'm only being tough because I'm your big brother. Trust me, it's gonna be good, I promise. I've been here and I'm gonna stay here. I promise you that.
Everyone, let's welcome Felicia to the Maury Show.
Boo. Big bowling ball head ass number 6.
Felicia looks at a man named Phil. She is overcome with anger and frustration because Felicia claims a little over a year ago, Phil got her pregnant. That was while Phil was cheating on his current fiancée, Latasha, with Felicia.
The hell?
So now, Felicia's son Adonis is 2 months old, and Philip and Latasha insist there is no chance that Phil is the dad.
I'm so tired of Latasha. She's always in this air egging him on, and I'm just sick of it. I'm just tired of it.
So, I mean, what's the history between you and Phil? What's the story?
Well, Maury, me and Phil knew each other for 10 years.
So you used to be friends.
Yes.
And it kind of moved more into
more
an
intimate. Yeah.
Did you know about Latasha?
Yes, I knew about her.
It's not his baby.
Phil.
It's not his baby.
Yes, it is his baby. He's gonna find out today.
Phil.
Whatever.
Phil, that's not your child.
Nope, it's not.
Yes, it is your child.
It's not my baby.
It is your child.
Is that you talking or Latasha talking?
That is not my baby. That is not my baby, Maury.
She always
That is not my baby. That is not my baby. It is not my baby.
Yes, it is your
No,
baby.
it's not.
Okay, Phil, why are you so positive?
Maury, around the time that she could see that y'all, she was messing with lots of people.
No,
I want to be with her. This is my baby. This is my baby. It is my baby.
But-
It's my baby. At the end of the day, it's my baby.
But if this is your miracle baby, you'll take care of this baby.
Yes, I will. I will take care of my baby.
In the case of 2-month-old Adonis, Phil, you are not. It's an honest mistake, okay?
It ain't
ain't right. It ain't right.
It's not right.
It's not right.
Unfortunately, it is brutally right.
No, it's not. It's not right.
I'm gonna still be there to help you out. But I knew it was my baby. I can't have kids.
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
I apologize. That's fine. I'm sorry.
I've been going for 10 years. I knew that wasn't my baby. And I'm sorry to take you.
Help her as a friend.
I want to help her as a friend. Nothing else, Murray.
Okay.
Nothing else.
I called the show to prove that Richard is the father of my child. I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, Cleavon, and I met Richard. We had intercourse. I got pregnant. After I got pregnant, then the issues come up, well, you're sleeping with this one and that one, and I mean, that's not true. Once I found out I was pregnant, Richard is the only one that I was with. Before I broke up with Cleavon, I hadn't been sleeping with him. Well, all these rumors led to me and Richard breaking up. When we broke up, he was saying that I was sleeping around with other people and he may not be the father of my child. I never told Cleavon that he was the father of my child. Only thing I told him is that I was pregnant.
She says, I never told him he was the father.
That's a lie. That's what I'm talking about. She's evil, lying, conniving bitch.
Bitch.
I came to my house intoxicated. It was like, something's wrong with the baby. And I'm like, what? What do you mean something's wrong with the baby? She comes to my house, she cried. She sit there and says, I don't have the baby right now. I don't have custody of the baby. I gotta try to get my baby back. She was mad. She was mad at whoever called the social services on her that she didn't have her baby.
Is he lying about that?
The situation he is not lying about.
Did you leave your baby unattended while you were intoxicated?
No,
Okay.
I left her with Richard.
Would you be willing to take a lie detector test on that?
Yes, I will.
Okay, we'd love to give you one.
I had the baby.
Okay.
First of all, social service never took the child. But actually, me and her did get into an altercation, and I was outside, and she was upstairs. When she came outside, I was still sitting in the car.
So she left the baby alone?
I was right there.
She left the baby unattended.
That's not leaving the baby alone, because I'm right there.
Dumbass.
While she was going through the pregnancy, were you there for her too, or?
Yeah, I was there for her. I went to a couple of appointments with her. I heard the baby's heart. I was...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You didn't tell him about that?
Yeah.
You didn't tell him about that?
Since you found out you were pregnant, have you had sex with anyone other than Richard? You said no. You told the truth. Did you tell Cleavon that he was the father of your child? You said no. You did not tell the truth.
I told him.
Oh, come on.
I never told you that you was the
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
The results are, Cleavon, you are not the father.
Yes. Yeah.
You took a DNA test. Richard, you're not the father either.
She's a bumper! Bumper! What? Jose.
When Tashana was a little girl, she was desperate to know who her biological father was. And as fate would have it, 6 years ago, a man named Tim came forward and revealed he was her dad. But before they could take a DNA test, Tim vanished. Now, fast forward 6 years, a few weeks ago, Tashana tracked him down again. This time, we wouldn't let him get away because he's coming to the Maury Show.
And I need to know who my dad is.
Yeah. You're a little angry at your mom, too, aren't you?
She should have told me
A long time ago,
looking like a dude.
that it could have been somebody else. She should have told me it was also him, not waiting until I was 19.
So, in other words, she said it could be a couple of guys, but she never singled Tim out, did she?
Never. Never until I got older.
What's going to happen if he's not your father?
This is what Tim had to say.
I always knew that Tashana could be my daughter, but I never got around to doing a DNA test. Tashana's mother, Tina, was a really wild woman. She was very promiscuous. There are several people who could be Tashana's father. Tashana grew up with my biological children, and I do think they look alike. If Tina thinks I'm the father, she should have made sure that we got a DNA test. I took responsibility and told Tashana that I could be her father, but then we lost touch. As a woman, you need to keep track of who your child's father is.
Amen.
Did you always believe that Tim could be the father?
No, the drinking and the drugs, and I was very promiscuous, and I thought I was looking for love in all the wrong places. And I slept with my best friend once, and I'm not naive. I know it only takes once.
But why'd you wait to tell me about Tim? Why'd you wait to tell me about Tim?
Because I thought that I could hide it. The man that was
You can't hide this.
Well, she was
You
scared.
can't hide this.
Wait a minute.
You can't hide that.
Wait a minute. The man that was my best friend died when I was 8 months pregnant. So I named you after him, and I thought that was the easiest thing for me. It was very selfish. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It hurt you. I did not mean to hurt you.
What would you like to do to tell those women out there who are carrying the same kind of secret?
Don't hide it. Find somebody to talk to. It will consume your life. It will ruin your life.
You want to be her father?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've always thought she was my daughter anyway.
Then let's end this 25-year-old mystery, okay? When it comes to 25-year-old Tashana, Tim, you are not.
Tashana, wait.
Tashana.
Please, sorry. So sorry.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I will never, ever get to have a father. Ever.
Shawnee is here to confront a man
weird-looking
named
ass.
David, who she insists is destroying her life. This is Shawnee's story.
I gave birth to Stella 7 months ago. But Andrew refuses to claim her because he's being brainwashed by his father, David. I admit that when we were on a break, I slept with somebody else. But the days add up to Andrew. Also, my daughter looks exactly like him.
Now, for the record, Andrew and Shawnee have another child that he does take care of. Andrew wants to be the father, but his father doesn't think that he's the dad. You don't like her?
Every 6 months, she's always taking off.
I am not taking off every
she's-
6 months.
She's with him 6 months, off 6 months, on 6 months, and
That's
she's always
not
with somebody
true.
else.
And who's got to pay for all that?
I've been paying half their rent all the time for him.
That's for the babies.
Except for the babies. How do you
Yes,
know
it is. It is for the babies.
Why don't you think this is your son's child?
Why? Because when they got back together, they were off for 6 months. And then when she came back to him, she was pregnant. And then the timeline was where she stayed with
so
him.
you think it's a timeline?
Yeah.
Stella's nose looks like Andrew. His nose looks like Stella. It's all Stella.
I don't got blue eyes. You don't got blue eyes.
Yes, my dad has blue eyes. And his sister has blue eyes.
don't have blue eyes either. Don't have
His
blue
sister
eyes.
has blue
No,
eyes.
Well, that's
His sister has
that's
blue
a
eyes,
different
and my
man.
dad has blue eyes.
No, it's a
He looks
different man.
exactly like Stella.
I get the feeling you think that she controls Andrew.
She does control Andrew.
I do
She tells
not.
Andrew what to do. And
I
then,
don't control
You
Andrew.
control that
when
pussy.
I go over there and
Andrew
stay
does
with
his
him,
own thing.
she gets upset with me, so I just leave.
Everybody,
Everybody else?
this is what Andrew had to say.
I know there's a chance that I'm not Stella's father. But Shawnee and I have another child together. And I'm trying to get my family back together. Dad, if these results come back that I am Stella's father, you owe me and Shawnee a huge apology.
Here's Andrew.
On top of the middle of this.
Have a seat, Andrew. Do you doubt that that's your child?
No, I don't want to doubt. I want that being my baby.
Did it all come from when she said that while she was on a break that she slept with somebody else?
That was part of it, yes. Kind of crushed me.
Well, we're going to find this out right now. When it comes to 7-month-old Stella, Andrew, you are not...
Didn't I? Huh? Huh? And I was right. I'll be there for sale no matter what, and age it.
Yeah, okay. Nice to see you, Mr. Brown. I know this is very upsetting to you.
Yes, sir.
Because after all these years, you're going to find out whether Brown is your father.
All these years, I just found out he was my daddy. And now she's trying to say he...
And Cora look just like me. Tell me she don't look just like me.
Really?
Yes, look at her eyes. You can't tell me her eyes and her hair. Well, she didn't comb her hair that day, but she looked just like me, Marley.
Father,
Okay,
you
now
are the
wait a
father.
minute.
You are the father. You are the father. You are the father.
You
You
are
are the father. You are the father. Get out here with
There's
all
only
this.
one way to settle this.
Yeah, let's figure it out. Bring it on, Mark. Bring it on,
We're going to have
Mark.
the answer right
Bring
here.
it on. He the daddy. You the daddy. You the daddy. You the daddy. You the daddy. Tell him, Mark. Tell him. You are the father. Tell him, Mark. Tell him.
In the case of 58-year-old Cora Jean Simmons, Brown, you are not the father. Don't do that. Don't do that, though. Don't embarrass yourself on my show, Medea. No, Medea. No, Medea. No, Medea. No.
Call 1-800. Choke that hoe. I like that.